Hello guys, welcome to what is the tournament semi-final between Fargo and Tumstep in the old but gold tournament. We have almost a $500 prize pool in this tournament. The winner of this set, I believe, will be facing Marikar tournament. Details is in the description, and the players seem to be both here, so let's jump on in to the game. Fargo is keen, he has already hosted, and we're just waiting for Tumstep to join up. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. I see nickname, I see aka Baloney, who I believe is a sponsor of this tournament, of course. Who else? Another tournament once again supported by aka. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this today. Poll is up in the description, by the way, so feel free to give a vote on who you think is going to make it through. Now, just while we're waiting for Tumstep, just a little bit about this tournament. So the Old But Gold tournament is supposed to be a little bit of throwback to some of the older maps that have gone out of fashion or meta a little bit. And actually, Fargo should be pretty good at these maps. You know, he has been around longer than Tumstep. There we go, just giving Fargo some tips. And we're just awaiting for Tumstep. Do think Fargo is a confidence player, so yeah, Fargo gets off to a good start here. He could actually have some good momentum into this set. Tumstep, of course, himself is in very, very good form. I think they both went out in a similar stage of the World Series, if I remember correctly. I think Size beat Fargo in the quarterfinal, as did Marikar beat Tumstep in the quarterfinal. So they're equal in that sense. In terms of head-to-head, I think it is closer than expected, although I think most people in like ratings and rankings do have Tumstep over Fargo. But is there a style thing whereby Fargo may have a style which is a bit of a counter to Tumstep's? We shall see. Yeah, if Tumstep doesn't show, maybe me and Fargo will just do a challenge. But Tumstep was writing literally half an hour ago, so yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Just telling Fargo his fans are saying "Divide, divide" in the chat. Fargo is in the chat himself. Yeah, so Irish Front is one of those older maps as well. The host Jazz says players on the bottom of the bracket get to pick the first map. After that, alternate picks. So, based on that, Fargo looks like he might be the player on the bottom of the bracket. The fact that he has already put up Irish Front. Let's see. Yes, he is actually, yeah. So Fargo gets the first map. Not good, actually. I wanted to be punctual on this set because I have got to go and do some work after the stream. And then I'll be back late tonight, 22:15 GMT, for a 3v3 DEFCON tournament. So yeah, that stream link is already up as well, by the way, guys. If there's any late night owls out there who want to see a bit of 0 hour, then we will be doing a 3v3 tonight. Hello Jacob in the chat. Okay, we'll give Fargo a warm up. Cold hands. Not played on Irish front for a while.
What do you want with me? I will try to hurry. Cannot really.
Wow, demo air. Hard match up on this map, actually.
What do you want with me? I'm hungry. I will try to hurry.
Need to go and get these crates.
I will work. I'm
They
just
are.
a peasant.
That gives you 1k on this map, by the way.
I'm hungry. I will work. I am finished with the I will obey. What do you want with me? I will work. I will work. Work is complete. Do not
Probably think
hurt
about
me.
getting.
I will obey. I will work. I'm just a peasant. I will obey. I'm just a peasant. I will work. I do what I am told.
I am prepared.
I will obey. Do not hurt finished with the building.
They will
Cannot
fear
we
us.
live in peace? I will obey.
Wonder if he'll let me get
I love I'll make a run for it.
TT off here.
We have a network.
Complete.
That was a lot of work.
The tunnels will
I'm
protect
hungry.
us.
You change your mind often, yes? Building construction
I'm
has
hungry.
been completed.
Hold it down and ready.
I will die for our cause.
Find me a
I
fresh
will
site.
work. Do not hurt me. Can I have
Okay,
some
so
sugar?
there is a supply,
I will work. That was
and
a
there
lot
is a
of
V.
Guarding the GLA underground. We take what
So
we
actually, we might be able
A warrior has fallen.
to get away with.
We fear nothing.
I'm just a
Our land
peasant.
must be
We take what
preserved.
we need. Yes, I
Oopsie.
know. Hang on, hang on.
Find me a fresh site.
Hang on. Yes, I know. We still run.
No! Ah, maybe we can take the power. Yep, at least we took the power.
GLA underground.
A warrior has
I
fallen.
will obey. Cannot we live in peace? Ow! Okay, okay, I will work.
I make the sacrifice. They will fear
Hold
us.
it down and ready. What?
Cannot we live in peace?
What do you want?
I make the sacrifice.
Quick, ready yourself.
We fear nothing. Good idea.
A warrior has fallen.
What do you want? We fear nothing. We are going. Load it. What?
Yeah, that is a fast push coming right now.
Get on my bad side. Our
Very fast push.
We are going. Find me a
Construction
fresh
has been
site.
completed. Do not hurt me.
Shh! I sense danger
Yes,
may be near.
land
Must be preserved. The tunnels will protect us.
Four on the floor.
Upgrade
What do you
complete.
want?
A warrior
Still
has
run.
fallen.
We take what we need. Load it. Load it.
I
What
love
do you
the
want?
crowd.
Yes, I know.
They will
What?
fear us.
Yes, I know. Our clan is strong.
That was a lot of work.
I need to get,
We take
I think, a big hit here.
Let's get in the fight. It still run.
Our land
What do
must
you
be
want with
preserved.
me?
Our clan is strong.
Guarding the GLA
I
underground.
will obey.
We are going.
Shh! I sense danger may be near.
General, our land is being attacked.
Cannot we live in
Our
peace?
clan is strong.
A warrior has
Take what we
fallen.
need. We are going. It still run. Load it.
Quick, ready yourself.
They are vulnerable. Walker. They will break and shatter.
The tunnels will protect us.
Ow! Okay, okay, I will work.
A warrior has fallen.
Don't get on my begin stitching. Stop them dead.
Oh wow, that vetted Humvee.
I'm hungry.
What? Give me that.
What do you want with me?
A warrior is falling.
Four on the floor. Stop them dead in their tracks.
Alright, GG.
Puncture the next thing.
Is Tumstep ready? He's here. Yeah, he was warming up actually, Tumstep. Fargo wants to host. Hey ExCaL, in that tank GLA matchup against Malachi in the World Series, when you did have the GLA, you did have the abilities to get buggies and buses. Why didn't you get some? Well, he had a big helix block, so between AP bullets and scud launchers, I should have had enough to hold there actually. So yeah, I think the blue hole games both ways were pretty pretty tragic actually. The hunt in the as the tank, and yeah, the kind of throw when I had a great start as the GLA did result in being decisive in the end. We have a great matchup actually to start with on this map. Really, really nice matchup. And the players didn't in and out even. They're actually going straight into the game. So yeah, let's play. We have in the bottom right Fargo in the blue with the China tank, and up from him in the purple we have Tumstep with the GLA stealth. Very much winnable both ways this. Fargo going for a classic forward supply. Actually, as tank here, you can get 3 supplies quite nicely, actually. Plus those crates, and then a second war factory fairly swiftly as well. Tumstep's build looks a little bit of a mess, actually, so far. And Fargo goes for a truck rush. And decides not to shut down that tunnel. He's actually using another truck to do that, so wants to cause some economical damage and deny the worker here. He has denied the worker, and he has done some economical damage, so you've got to say that's a decent start for Fargo. Actually wouldn't have minded him committing on those workers. I think if you sack the truck with the terrorist... Oh wow. Yeah, well, I was going to say, like that, you take a lot of workers with you, and that's exactly what Fargo has done there. Second truck is also pushing in. That one will just go down for free. Will he scrap deny there? Yes, he does. So Fargo looking on point. There's a sneaky hijacker out here as well. And the worker has popped to get that tunnel up. Fargo only now just getting his second war factory, and Tumstep's going to look to put on a little bit of pressure. May lose his supply here though. Yeah, Fargo is on point with the flamer. Dozer is picked off, but the war factory does get up, and actually a GAT got popped here and a quad. And Tumstep kept his supply alive, interestingly. Now, is that a super tech? No, I think it's just a scrap 1 tech, but there's no GATs back here, and Tumstep might just win the game with that tech alone, the way this is going. Fargo's last Dozer is under a little bit of threat there. Tumstep decides against going for it. And this war factory is under extreme pressure, actually. Yeah, that is going down very, very quickly. There's also a hijacker here, which might go for this flamer. Decides against it, it seems. Fargo actually got another flamer out there. And just about holds on. He has got 3 supplies, remember. So if he can stabilise here, Fargo, and get a bit of a blob of units out, he might be okay. But he's in danger of losing that last dozer. Probably needs to use that GAD as well. Tumstep is not firing at that dozer, interestingly. Oh, there is a hijacker here. Wow. Uh-oh, this could just end the game. That hijacker could end the game. Yeah. That is bad news for Fargo. Tumstep drives his entire army into 2 more flamers, though. So actually, if that flamer goes down, which I think it just barely will, Fargo stays alive for now. Oh my words! That was clutch. That was clutch. And yeah, Tumstep has not expanded, he has not got oils. And Fargo's going up to a 3rd war factory. Wow. Fargo has got no chill. I mean, he's under pressure, but at the same time, he's thinking, you know what? I'm going to go and counterattack. And actually might do some good work here. Tumstep's had to pop. And that has split Tumstep's attention. Fargo will now aim to clean up this position. One more flamer does indeed get hijacked. And that Fargo will need to keep his eye on. Because if that gets popped from a sneaky side tunnel here or here, that's going to cause Fargo some major, major problems. But at the same time, Tumstep is struggling dealing with this single GAT and flamer poke. And I think Fargo might take the supply here. Yep. Does flame his own GAT, but he does take out the supply. So actually, this flamer that Tumstep's hijacked needs to do a lot of work. And there it is. There is a Battlemaster on show, though. And Fargo will keep that supply alive. And that might actually be enough to end the game. From Fargo, let's see. Tumstep committing to a counter-attack here. Fargo kills the flamer. And at the same time, Tumstep's trying to mount a defense here, but I don't think you can engage 3 flamers and a Battlemaster. He picks off the outpost, I think specifically, to try and get some outposts out, but I think Tumstep is done. I think he is done here. Fargo using fire as a protective force against potential hijackers right now. And the rally continues. Fargo is level 3 as well. Yeah, and I think Tumstep is out of ideas here. It's been a very dynamic game. Both players trading blows, attacking each other. It's been fast-paced, but that is too much damage. And look at the follow-up here. So Fargo's going to be happy with that. Taking an early lead here, and has the reverse to play. No GG from Fargo. Has the reverse to play, where he definitely has a chance to take a 2-0 lead. So Fargo first blood. And that is a frustrating one from the stealth point of view, because yeah, he was so close to hunting Fargo, so close with those flamers to taking out a lot of the buildings. So yeah, always a little bit tilting actually when that sort of thing happens. Right, we jump into the reverse. We start with the player with the lead. He's in the top left. It's Fargo with the GLA Stealth. Down in the bottom right, playing in the purple, it is Tumstep with the China tank. Similar looking opening here from Tumstep. Will he add a third? I was just about to say that. Will he add a third dozer? And he is. Fargo sending out workers all over the place. I do think Fargo's GLA China's matchups are actually quite good, to be fair. Static noise in the audio. Is that? Interesting looking tunnel here for Fargo. Truck rush on the way as well. Fargo actually takes this supply as a sort of half counter to the truck rush, actually. Can't be damaged by a truck rush if you don't have a supply there. Does lose that worker, though. Is Tumstep going to go up to an early fourth supply here? That would be crazy. Crazy, man. I don't know if that's boxed, actually. We'll see. We're about to see that right now. If that's boxed or not. If it's not, then it's going to be disaster for Fargo. Got a feeling it might not be. Yeah. Two workers do go down. Nice reaction to detonate the fake barracks, though. Ooh. And a hijacker from the Fargo. But will this next unit be an outpost, though, is the question. It's not. It's a GAT. Fargo decides to take it. Put on a little bit of economic damage. He's heading straight into a GAT turret here, though. And he is paying attention, Fargo. GAT is actually very annoying here for Tumstep. That post is now built as well. Fargo, I think, for my liking, is taking a bit too long getting some harassment done here with this. Could have picked that dozer off a little sooner. And drives into the mines. Yeah, and this is looking like a 1-1 to me. It is looking like a 1-1. A 4-supply tank. Not a lot of damage has been put on here. Fargo might get that tunnel up. That could be something he works around, especially if he adds another hijacker. Does pick off the outposts, actually. Oh, whoa. Actually could get a super tech here with those scraps. Needs to micro in two places, and he is not. Very curious if a hijacker comes out. Third war factory on the way for Tumstep. Cleans up two of those quads quite nicely there as well. And yeah, I mean, this is, I guess, not going against statistics so far. When we had a tank stealth challenge or tournament or something, the tank was typically winning majority of the games on the majority of the maps, so can't say we're shocked that tank looks like it's going to be winning both ways. So far, Tumstep I think's looked more comfortable though than Fargo did in the reverse, but it's not over yet. Fargo's still trying to put on a little bit of pressure. Does have another hijacker out, and I think he will get that flamer. No, he does not. Wow. Okay. Would have actually been quite big if he had got that flamer. There was only a couple of outposts here. Another tunnel up from Fargo. And getting a super tech is actually what Fargo needs to do here. that can change the fortunes of this matchup. Tumstep wants that tech and he will get it. Wow, Fargo, where is he looking? Well, if he's looking here, there's not a lot he can do about it because that supply is about to go down. Tumstep with a nice looking base set up here, looking very compact, very safe. CC being built as well. Oh! That was a good hijacker. The ECM does lock it down. Can these quads save it? No, they cannot. And that is going to be all she wrote, really. Fargo on 1 supply against a 3 supply tank who is about to be level 3. With the CC on the way and getting oils as well. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this can come down to if you get a lucky hijacker and a super tech, and yeah, Fargo didn't manage to get either this game. Tumstep did get a flamer or 2 in the reverse that made it a little bit tense for Fargo, but as soon as you deflect that opening, it becomes a bit comfy in the mid game for the tank. Fargo with a cheeky hijack here. There's actually 2 mix-up though, and the Flamer survives on 1 HP. Unbelievably. Artillery comes in. And yeah, this is what Fargo needed at the start of the game, not now when the tank is just too big. And when Fargo sees these oils, yeah, he will know. GG. And that is 1-1. So now, Tumstep's map. Melting Snow is, yeah, again an older map, but pretty one-dimensional map, actually. Always used to be one Boyka, I remember, seemed to like. And because of that, I think Fargo's played it a lot, to be fair. So interesting. Yeah, there you go. Fargo literally just said Boyka. So Fargo's, I would say, well-versed on this map. And there's not a lot to it, really. We'll show you the map when we jump in game. Fargo needs to go random. But it is one of the smaller maps. And actually, looking at this, you'll be like, especially if you follow the World Series with all the big maps, you'll be like, wow, this is a tiny map. But actually, these sort of older maps are more like the traditional size, where you have 2 supplies in your base, and then a tiny bit to fight over in the middle, plus an oil. But yeah, we do have another interesting matchup here. Winnable both ways. We have Tumstep in the left side here with the USA Laser, and Fargo on the right with the blue GLA Stealth. So as a matchup, I think Tumstep will be happy with that, but let's see if Fargo can utilise some of his experience on this map. Deadly Phoenix says, Fargo had a good start getting the map control killing trucks with Terrorist 2, but just didn't do anything with that start. Lost 2 techs for free was, I think, pretty big. 1 to the mines. Actually lost 3 techs for free. 1 to the mines, 1 just to a flamer, and the other 1 by that 3rd supply. So you can't lose that many techs, really. So, yeah. Standard looking build here from Tumstep with a those looking to find a tunnel building from a worker, and he has found it, but he's not going to stop it, and he will lose that dozer. Sneaks it away for now. Flanking V is out as well. That second supply is quite exposed at the moment. But he's spotted something here, Tumstep, that Fargo does not have a tunnel on his second supply. Is Fargo aware of that V? No, he is not. But it might run into the terrorist. No, Tumstep's paying attention. That will alert Fargo to this tech though, but he's walked all the workers at the V. It's a little bit strange. Let's get a couple of MD crushes here and might go for a dozer hunt. Ooh! Quick pickup there from Tumstep. And a Boyka map with some Boyka strats here. That is something Boyka used to like to do. A TT on the barracks and then hunt that last dozer. Fargo has got himself up to the third supply. Bit of a mess with his workers though, isn't it? There's not enough workers here. The other two are looking saturated. Does have a nice blob of techs on this bottom side where he's gonna try and harass the second supply. Tumstep already pulling his stuff there actually. I don't know how he saw that. But he seemed to pull his Vs to that position in interception of the techs there. Very fast pull on the Chinooks as well. So here comes an important moment in this game. Fargo actually with some good micro there. Kills 1v basically for free. He's still camping that second supply. And this is very awkward to engage here for Tumstep. Actually very nice positioning from Fargo. That supply will go down and Tumstep uses this moment to try and engage these techs. Loses another V. Fargo actually preserves all but one of his techs there, so I think he'll be very happy with that. He's getting an extra tunnel as well in the middle. TT being prepared and a second arms dealer on the way. But Tumstep's under pressure here to get something done. That looks like the TT, I think. Oh. Will Fargo do a Fargo pop? The double tunnel setup is good. If Fargo pops out from here, might be able to lock down one of those Vs. TT will connect. And that is why you bring 5 terrorists, ladies and gentlemen. War factory goes down. Fargo holds for now, prepares another tech terror as well, and Tumstep looks like he might be trying to find another angle. And here he goes. Will Fargo pop here? He does, of course he does. Of course he does. Oh, I gotta be so careful. Oh my words. It's a mess. It's a Fargo pop, but it does the job. It does the job. 3 Vs are deleted, and Farginho, as people call him, the Fardog, goes 2-1 into the lead. Yeah, I always say Fargo's got 0 chill. It's 99% guaranteed if you engage a tunnel like that, he's going to freaking pop, isn't he? He will pop. Whether he's got a bomb truck in his tunnel, TTs or whatever, Fargo's going to pop. Yeah. Alrighty. Can Tumstep return the favour here? We shall see. He is now on the left side with the USA laser. And down in the bottom right of Melting Slow, it is Tumstep, GLA Stealth. I actually think these type of maps suit Fargo's style as well, actually. Oh, what's happening with that dozer? Maybe Fargo... Oh no, I was wondering if he would box this supply instead, but he's built both supplies in a location where he could actually box either. No, he's doing a dozer drop from this one. And he's going to that second supply, and the terrorist is out of position. That will cause a little bit of damage there, I think. 1, 2 workers go down. And Chinook going to the main supply to harass here as well. Fargo will micro that dozer around a little bit. And this is how the Chinook delays that mining. Look, as you can see, as it starts collecting, all these workers are effectively not collecting. So Fargo has hurt Tumstep's economy at the start of this game, and he's saved that dozer as well. V-drop follow-up from Fargo. Feeling confident here. Fargoat, says Mojo Jojo. And Tumstep has been caught off guard by this. Fargo's crushing a ton of workers here. Gets another one. Will he get... Oh, yeah, he got another one as well. Loses a Chinook in turn, though. But really, really, really has damaged Tumstep here. Big moment, this. Needs to evac, he does. Keeps that alive, actually. Oh, I don't think he should have laser locked, you know. That might have just cost Fargo the game. I think he could have just clicked that down with single shots. Would have been enough. Yeah, that full V, if it stays alive with another couple of Vs as support, you then just go and win the game because Tumstep has been so damaged economically. But that, I think, is going to mean a 2-2. Hello, Yazan. Yeah, good, thank you, mate. Not bad. Just been very, very busy. No drink at this time. Might have a cheeky session lager later. Might go and get a tonic water, actually, in a minute. And now we have a quad, which is going to be annoying for Fargo to deal with here. We'll have to move those Chinooks. And another quad out for Tumstep, so that's essentially got Fargo on one supply, and Fargo will probably hit the screw it button in a minute and just drive across the map, and we will get an outcome sooner rather than later. Either we will see the Fargoat micro, or we'll lose it all and we go 2-2 next. Let's see, Tumstep being very annoying with this quad. Does get picked off. And what has he got here? A little Boiker attempt, actually. He used that to pick off an Ambo and a V, and I think that will be all she wrote. I mean, other quad is harassing Chinooks on this other side as well. Fargo does get that, but he's getting pinned in, isn't he? Very much surrounded here, and is he going to see that? I don't think he does. That's a funny tunnel. Well, the tunnel got What the hell happened here? Tunnel got denied, but he just popped 2 quads and another Chinook's gone down. And I think you might see Fargo tap out here if he loses another V. I mean, he's got 0 Chinooks left. 2 heavily damaged. Tumstep getting up to a palace. So he's actually done all of that on 1 arms dealer, interestingly. But just with lots and lots of tunnels. Another quad goes down. Yeah, so Fargo, after a great start, I think didn't need to lose that V. Could have picked it up, brought it back. And then that crucial moment where he lost that full V and ambulance meant that that ultimately cost him the game. Yeah, it's very ambitious that Fargo's still in this game. Maybe he's just going to wait till he loses these 2 Vs. Tumstep quite happy to just sit there, wait for his palace to get up, counter attack as soon as the Vs pop out. Yeah. Even owning the Vs with quads. That's it. That is it. Yeah, GG. Back to all square. 2-2. I think it's fair enough to end the poll. Tumstep overwhelming favourite. So far looking fairly even, the players. Egyptian Oasis from Fargo, and is that a balanced matchup here? We'll see. We start with Tumstep down in the south with the USA Laser. We have Fargo with the blue China Vanilla. Yeah, I mean, I think Laser is favoured here. Quite strongly, actually. But, you know, with errors, it's still losable. We shall see. But it says, thank you for making my day at work more bearable. You are welcome, Miladino. Now, are we going to see the trusty War Factory airfield here? We are. A standard War Factory barracks from Tumstep. I think Fargo would have liked a tank USA, wouldn't he? Over a China USA, because he'd have no E-code, of course, with the USA, and I think he's quite confident with tank against a no eco as well. So yeah, first GAT is out. Moving down towards the left flank of Tumstep. Drone is in this position here. Good retarget there from Fargo. And Troop Caller is out for Fargo as well. Tumstep caught off guard a little bit by this first GAT. Does force him to pull the Chinooks. And that's the sort of momentum Fargo is going to want to get here. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, Fargo thinks better of rallying into those MDs. Troop Caller is out. Might take a V with it. Does, yeah. Now that was a good timing from Fargo. Picks off a Chinook. And might get a second Chinook as well. So that is good from Fargo. Tumstep under pressure. This gap heavily damaged by the building. So Fargo with a bit of a miss rally here. Which is hurting him. Gets a third supply up as well. Needs to pay attention to that laser Patriot though. And yeah, Fargo, he just needs to buy a bit of time here for that other gap to get on the other supply. He's not paying attention to his main base. One MD goes down there, so that was not a good cleanup for Fargo. Everything getting shut down, and suddenly this game swung again because that laser Patriot is hurting Fargo, and yeah, he's taken so much damage to this one MD in the building. He still looks unaware of that. He's actually built a MiG, which is gonna get killed by this laser Patriot. Just barely survives. If he's getting napalm, I actually think Fargo might have won if he'd not let that laser Patriot up. That's unbelievable. Tumstep remade one of his Chinooks. And Fargo GG's. I actually don't think that was completely over, but yeah, the laser Patriot did way more than it should have done. Yep, I only stream on YouTube, that is correct. Why is it not best of 15? Well, that is just the format of this tournament. Alright, in the north now. First time in the lead in this set. We have Tumstep with the vanilla China. And Fargo with the blue USA laser. Might see a carbon copy build from both players. Actually not. Tumstep deciding to go for the back two supplies. Fargo delaying the sell, so probably dropped a scan on one of these sides just to get a little bit of more intel on the production facilities of Tumstep. And I think obviously he sees that war factory and he sees that airfield, so it's no big secret what's coming. It is essentially the same build, just a different placement of the supply. I actually think Tumstep's economy will be slightly better going for that back supply. But the difference is the GATs will be later getting across the map. So it is a bit of a trade-off. Fargo's first V coming across the map. Oh, and actually Tumstep with a completely different build. He's rushing MiGs. Very, very defensive here from Tumstep. So pure napalm, and that tank hunter comboed with the MiG, yeah, is enough to shut that down. So Fargo caught off guard here by this build. Interesting. And now Tumstep is in a position where he can get a third supply, and I think Fargo's in a bit of trouble, to say the least, really. I think the response to take the buildings is good. So he's taken this, this, and this. And he's laser, of course, so there's nothing wrong with adding an Avenger. Are we going to see an Avenger? Not yet. I mean, you can't just drive out with no Avenger when there's all these MiGs on the map. He's actually got the Tovey. Needs to spread. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Lost 1V for 1 MiG there. Yeah, and Fargo again, I mean, for me this is very, very ambitious. To think you can kick the China off this supply when there are MiGs, active MiGs, and you've got no Avengers. But he is, I guess, hovering around his buildings. That's what the attempted play is here. But yeah, he's just lost 2 Vs for free doing this. Make that 3. He's not going to get away with that. Tumstep gets in this bunker. For some reason it's not shooting at that Ranger. I don't know how it's not. And Fargo, Chinook's taking a little bit of damage. Yeah, second time actually that Fargo is not paying attention to what's going on in his base. Hello, Findama. Good to see you, mate. Well, Fargo somehow managed to get 1 oil, but loses 2 Chinooks. That's very painful. Very painful indeed. Tumstep with the capture building upgrade himself. And only now has Fargo realised that, uh-oh, there's something in my base. Yeah. Fargo has not reacted to this strat at all. Fargo will go 2-4 down here. And that's it. GG. Yeah, there's the eco, and that's a rare sight for this matchup. Normally the kill-loss ratio is actually the other way around, but Tumstep executing that quite nicely. Homeland Rocks. I always feel that's a great map for big size, actually. The Homeland Rocks. Family as well, thank you, Finn. Sleep is not so good, but yeah, family doing good. Tox Imp. Well, they're actually fun matchups we've had in this set so far. Sometimes random reverse can lead to a few rough ones, like air nuke or something like that, but all have been pretty good so far. We now have an infantry general, starting with Tumstep in the top of Homeland Rocks, and a toxin for Fargo. Yeah, the Homeland Rocks, you got a safe oil in your base. An oil and a few crates on the right side, and a pretty small supply dock on the left with 4 crates on the left as well. So once again, these older maps having a lot less economy on them than some of the newer maps. Hello, George. So yeah, I feel Fargo needs to take this one as Tox, or it could get a big score. And we'll have a repeat of a Tumstep Marikar match up potentially here. Absolute wisdom say it. They gave someone a master badge who got bashed 6-1 by Fargo. I actually don't think Lift Truck's won a set since he got master. The curse of being a master, yeah. Well, it is a helix from Tumstep. And Fargo has got the quads out. He will now be well aware what he's facing. Goes very close to this. Wow. Okay, we're going to be looking at that in the replay. I have no idea how 2 tank hunters just went down there. Tumstep is expanding pretty quickly on this 3rd supply area. Fargo is in that building. Tumstep is using that licks defensively at the moment, but you might see Fargo just drive across the map in a minute, especially now that he's identified where the licks is. That is a super sturdy tower, isn't it? Very strong tower, that. And he actually goes to the left side. I think that's a mistake. I think he should have just gone to the main base from this tunnel here. Oh, wow. The terrain was actually blocking the shot of that tower initially. Tumstep, is he gonna engage here? Decides not to. Fargo with a nice toxing rebel there. And if you get some RPGs in here, that's going to be a nice lockdown of this area. Yep. Now I feel the Lixes can't come in here. Not with an RPG stocked tower like that. Frogger says is Marikar participates in his tournament. Very much so. He is awaiting the winner of this set in the grand final. One dozer goes down for Tumstep. And he's already making his CC. Doesn't want to get hunted. And is literally on pure helix spam. And big moment here. One Lix goes down. Second getting heavily damaged. Fargo needs to get those quads on the left side back. And I think he's going to get that. Nicely done from Fargo. Don't know why he sold the arms dealer, Fargo. Things like this often happen in a Fargo panic. And that looked like a Fargo panic right there. Tumstep may think there's only 1 quad on the map. And actually 2 are moving across the map, believe it or not. Very fast reaction there from Tumstep. And let's see, is Fargo in his tunnel? Should be. Loses his super tech. Tumstep still spamming the helixes. 1 random quad here as well. It's taking a little bit of damage. And is Fargo losing to this? I'm feeling he might be. He's only on 1 supply now. 1 supply, 2 arms dealers. Certainly not ideal. Oh, he's stacked up there. Yeah, that's it. Tumstep's going to go 5-2. Fargo's base looking a complete mess here. Getting oil as well. I do just sort of go back in the replay and figure out how 2 of those tank hunters went down to Fargo's TT. Tumstep happy to transition to the ground units now. I mean, Fargo's hanging on. Working around the buildings here on this left side. Should pop, in my opinion. With all these RPGs in the buildings. But where is he? Oh, he's chasing. Yeah. Tumstep level 3. That's perfect. You just RT and carpet the main base and you take the win. He's actually going for a sneaky on Fargo's oil as well. Yeah, Fargo now slowly getting taken apart. Would like to see the carpet and artillery. Doesn't matter though, Fargo GG's, and I want to quickly, without holding the setup too much, just have a look at the replay about that explosion. That seemed a bit strange. Oh, what the crap? That game. I want... There we go. Let's just have a look at this. Shame you can't do slow motion in 0 hour. Oh, it was the tech, right? The tech, even though it was dead, was driving and crushed over a couple of tank hunters. So actually at that point... That wasn't the most full licks in the world. It only had 5 infantry units in it. Not ideal from Fargo there. Not ideal. Well, if Tumstep pulls this off, and I think a licks is pretty likely, if anyone wants a bet, then he's going to go one away from booking a spot into the grand final. We shall see. He's down in the south with the GLA Toxin. That is Mr. Tumstep. And in the north, in the blue, with the imp, it is Fargo. Yeah, I mean, when the barracks is there like that, does look like a licks, I think, doesn't it? Let's see. Oh! Okay, you shocked everybody by going War Factory. Interesting. Oh. Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. What is he doing? That has just delayed it by like, what, 5 to 10 seconds? No, this is already over. I don't know what he's doing there. You can't do that. I mean, it's not as if Tumstep has a scan, is it? Drops off her work. I mean, the Licks is not even out yet. The Licks is not even out. It's just buying so much time. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, this must be like 4 quads out, surely. He's also got an oil here, Tumstep. Nice vision with the RPG. There's the 4 quad pop. That's enough to take down the Licks. And he's got plenty for a counter-attack if he wants to. Yep, and here it is. Probably is up to the 6 or 7 quad mark right now. Fargo is going to need to jump on that and fast. Again, he's not paying attention, Fargo. If one of those quads get vetted, which they do. Fargo's only hope is that Tumstep's not paying attention here. And he is. Oh man. Fox Rebel gonna kill the dozer. Well, unfortunately, maybe Fargo is better with cold hands because he was better at the start of this set. And as the set has progressed, he's looked worse and worse, actually. Fargo GG's. Tumstep goes 1 away from what is going to be an interesting final between Tumstep and Marikar. Marikar not really been playing an awful lot since the World Series. Whereas Tumstep's taken every tournament quite seriously since the World Series, as he always does. Preparing and training with upload mode off. I've got to face him in the Dual Army tournament final. I really need to try and get some practice games in. And he's looking like he's going to be in the final of this one as well. Fargo goes for Jungle Wolf, so can he mount some sort of comeback? He needs a matchup that's winnable both ways. Maybe a GLA Mirror here? A Tox Laser. Okay. Well, there could be worse matchups. So we shall see. We start in the bottom right with Tumstep as the GLA Tox. And in the top left it is Fargo with the USA Laser. A bit of a lag spike there. We're at 11 latency for some reason. Shouldn't be. We got UK, and France. So there shouldn't be any spikes or high latency. But there is, yeah, definitely some spikes going on. It's rising to 13. Those are dropped from Fargo. We saw this on Melting Snow. Laggy, actually. Very laggy. Chinook is taking damage here. Got 2 workers, I think, for his troubles there. And delayed the main supply a little bit, so has done some damage to Tumstep. Tumstep utilising the map here, taking that building. He even had a rebel as well, so even if Fargo had taken that, he was looking to abuse that position. He's got himself in a pretty awkward spot here. What? Where was the terrorist? Where was the terrorist? We'll have a look at that in the replay as well. I didn't even see the terrorist, and then it exploded. Well. Yeah, Tumstep saving a lot of his workers there. Fargo on the ropes here. Big follow-up coming. This could just get on top of Fargo completely. We'll see. He might wait to... No, he won't wait. I was thinking he might wait for the tunnel, but he's gone straight in. Cleaned up a load of RPGs. That Chinook goes down. Fargo does not have flashbangs. And Fargo's lost here to a simple positioning on the map. Take this building, work around it. Yeah, and there's even a rebel here, which Tumstep's not microing, but if he gets that involved, it's going to be annoying. Yeah, Fargo's going to lose to this. These scrap. Oh my god, what a mess. That's GG. Fargo's out. Fargo is out. He GG's. Tumstep GG's. And it got easier and easier as the set went on. Tumstep with a convincing 7-2. That says, how's the webcam and light situation? Very good, thank you. Kashi says, am I in the tournament? No, I didn't enter this. I didn't enter this. Tumstep books himself a spot into the grand final. I don't know how that terrorist detonated so quickly. I really want to have a look at the replay on that one. But yeah, nicely done in the end. GG's. Fargo's probably off. Let me just have a little look at the replay. Just wanted to see that terrorist again here. Here it comes. So clearly there's a TT in there. Drops it off.
A warrior has fallen.
So he just dropped it off and control fired it, I guess, instantly. Yeah. Yeah, I was distracted by this, as was Fargo, I think. Yeah, nicely done. So actually, interestingly, at that phase of the game, Fargo economy was slightly better with that early harassment, but yeah, ultimately lost too many units there, which you cannot do. You definitely cannot do. Right, GG's well played. I will leave the Discord group that the host invited me to. And that will be all she wrote, guys, for this stream until later tonight, where you will see me get bashed in a 3v3 tournament. But yeah, we'll stream it. We'll try and have some fun. And yeah, we might play a few games after that tournament as well. Maybe some 1v1s, maybe some Twilight Flame. We'll see what games are available. But for now, have a good rest of your afternoon and evening, and we'll see you a bit later. GG's.